Patricia Chu took over her grandfather's building 15 years ago. The ground space has been opened up for a cafe and a studio space, and on the first floor there is a hostel. Artists and creatives occupy the other 11 floors of the building. Wantomeen is a Sham Shui Po, which is a working-class neighbourhood of Hong Kong.
So I was trained as an interior designer and was working in corporate for 10 years. And I just realized that I really wanted to do my own thing. So I started to rent out apartments and I just use it as a platform to meet interesting people.
Artists, musicians, and a wild spectrum of creators look for spaces in the city that are not too expensive. So Wantomeen is the perfect place for them.
Eventually, I just felt, it was time to have like a proper guest house space. So I realized hostel was the way to go because it matches the people here, I think. And also, I just want people to understand like it's not just very expensive hotels or very dodgy rooms. There could be some alternatives or opportunities or experience rather than just check in, check out.
The hostel on the first floor was inspired by the Hong Kong cage homes, which is a type of residence that's only large enough for a single bed, which is surrounded by a metal cage. It is a controversial concept, but Patricia doesn't care because she fell in love with the simplistic design.
Yeah, it was really popular at one time, but then there was a big fire in the 80s and the government kind of restricted this kind of regulations. So the concept is you see all these padlocks and your whole dwelling is inside. So as soon as you just push the mesh in and put a padlock and the whole thing is locked. So your whole home is secure in this sense, which I found it quite smart. I think it's a genuinely smart Hong Kong design. So yeah, it's very controversial. So I'm still learning every day of this whole new hospitality business, but I think so far it's pretty good.
The shared workspace on the ground floor is a time capsule of cool stuff.
Most of the things here I picked up from this area and all from the markets. They have the night market every night. I also love Hong Kong history, so for me, I found a lot of good stories and treasures around this neighborhood, more than the very flashy side of Hong Kong, maybe in Central, or the more metropolitan side of Hong Kong. So this part of Hong Kong attracts me more than the other side, I would say. I feel very blessed to be able to work around this building, even this building is old, which means a lot of maintenance issues and headaches. But at the end of the day, like, it's the vision that kind of matters. It's bringing something kind of unique to Sham Shui Po or Kowloon or Hong Kong even. Something that you can't see anywhere else in the world. So for me, it's quite a learning path.